About a month ago, many people quit smoking, started exercising, and watching what they ate as a New Year's resolution. But research shows by this date, many people have lost their momentum. Life coach Karen Lee has some ideas to get back on track. And yeah, by this time, a lot of people have fallen off.
They have. But let's first say to those of you that are doing a great job, keep going. Keep going and look for those long-term momentum.
Okay.
You know, look for some solutions long-term. Those of us that may or may have not even started, there's no reason not to start today.
Okay.
And I think, you know, if you've tripped up and you started strong and you tripped up, you just need to maybe relook at those goals that you set and say, wait a minute, maybe I need to readjust how I'm looking at that. Maybe it wasn't even what I really wanted to do. It was what somebody else wanted me to do. And I think we talked about that last time. One of the most important things is it has to be something you really want. It has to be something you really want, okay? So one of the things I would say is to reevaluate your goals. Another thing I would say is that when you're resetting those goals, make them smaller. Make them smaller.
So a piece of the pie rather than the whole pie.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. You know, if let's say you're trying to quit smoking, which is such a difficult thing for people, you know, instead of looking at it like I'm not going to smoke ever again, think to yourself, you know what, I'm just not going to smoke today. And then when they're successful that one day, you think, I can do that one day, I can do it again tomorrow. And instead of looking at it as this forever thing right from the moment you decide to quit, think of it as just for today.
Does this work too for weight loss? If people say, okay, I started, I worked out, I was healthy, but I haven't noticed that big of a change, and then they kind of go back. Should you just keep doing, because sometimes those things take 6 months, 9 months, a year.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, last time we talked a little bit of thinking of a marathon versus a sprint, and keep that in your head. And so many people go out like gangbusters. You know, we all know you know, that the gyms get packed in early January, and then sort of by mid-February,
there's nobody there.
Yeah, you can use any machine you want for as long as you want. And part of that is that, again, we just start too fast. If I've not been exercising, the worst thing I can really do is go in and, you know, overdo it, and then I'm sore and I'm uncomfortable, and it's harder to get going the next day, and it becomes this burden as opposed to something that slowly I'm starting to feel better. I think we talked last time about, instead of that, I'm going to not eat sweets, or I'm not going to do this, or I'm going to force myself to exercise. We think of it as, I'm going to get healthier, and I'm going to exercise more, and I'm going to lose weight that way, and I'm going to feel better when I do.
Well, if we need to get our life back on track, we need to check with her, because Karen Lee is a great life coach, and we are going to link her website to our website at news14.com. Good to see you.
Thanks, Marty.
Hear from you.